Alright, folks, we're here playing some Vintage Cube today with a really good pack one pick one. Obviously, Mock Sapphire is going to be our pick. Uh, I'm not super happy about passing Mana Drain, uh, and by extension, Kits and Malcolm down, because I would love to get some really good blue on pack two. But that's fine. If we're lucky, maybe the Malcolm or the Kitsa will drain, and we'll have something to play with our mocks. If not, I mean, I would be happy to take an Arid Mesa or Marsh Flats, and I could see myself taking even a Reanimate or a Ballista should it come back around, but we're going to take that Mox, and we'll go from there. Following up our Mox, I mean, I know Jace has kind of gone down in a lot of people's power rankings, but, we've got a Jace, we've got a Mox. Turn 3 Jace is, I mean, it's still a turn 3 Jace. It's still good. Looking at the rest of the pack, what else would I take? I mean, there's Sheldock. Sheldock is fine. I like Sheldock. I've never been as big a fan as a lot of other people are. I know it's powerful, make no mistake, but I I don't know if I would take it pack two over Jace, especially following the Mox. They came from the pipes is fine. I don't dislike it. I mean, you functionally sort of scry two and then draw two. It's fine. It's good. It's good for 5 mana. I like Jace. I like Planeswalkers, especially following up a Mox. I mean, there's also Enduring Curiosity, which I did really like in the last couple of cubes I've done. But I'm obviously no cube expert, so we'll try the Jace and we'll see where we go from there. Following up the Jace, I mean, there's a Spell Pierce. I love Spell Pierce. There's also the Fairy Time Raveler, whichever one it is. Uh, there's also, I mean, I love Pentet Prism. That's a personal failing of mine. Same thing. Mana Vault is really good. I don't know if we're a Mana Vault deck yet, uh, but we definitely could be. But Spell Pierce, Mock Sapphire, kind of classic blue control. We already passed that Mana Drain, but maybe if I don't pass any more good blue, I'll be good in pack two. So we'll take Spell Pierce. I like Spell Pierce. Um, might be a mistake, might not be a mistake, but it is who I am. All right, pack three. Kind of a break from blue. I mean, there's Master of Death. Uh, enter Surveil 2 at the beginning of your upkeep. If it's in your graveyard, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return to your hand. I've seen it in action before. I don't hate it, but I don't know if I want to go into black. I mean, there's Treasure Cruise, which might be the pick for me. Uh, I mean, I say that looking at a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, like that's not one of the best cards in Magic. The Gathering, uh, it's a perfectly fair and balanced card, just like Richard Garfield intended. Um, and I mean, I love Kiki. We'll take the Fable. We'll take the Fable, and we'll be happy. Here, I mean, Fire Islet is okay. I don't like having to pay life. Brazen Borrower is really solid. Pyrokinesis is good, especially if we go into this kind of like Drago control deck. I say knowing that that's probably not true. Uh, but I'm feeling the Brazen Borrower. I could also be bamboozled into. I mean, I could take Bobble, hope that we get Luris later on, but that's just not going to happen. I think I'll take the Borrower. It kind of fits into that theme. It's a two drop, bounce something. Turn three, play a 3/1 flyer. It hits, it flies, it bounces. It's all right. All right. Pack five. Things have started to kind of dry up here. There's obviously no, good mono blue cards. There's Satya, Aetherflux Genius. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I mean, it's Jeskai. We're 2/3 of the way there, but I don't really like this card. I mean, I could take the Badlands speculatively, like start looking into Grixis. I mean, kind of a shame we're passing the Oliphant while we're taking the Badlands, but we're gonna be looking at fetches later on. Badlands, especially if we get any of the mountain or swamp fetches, like it's good fixing. Here, I mean, there's days. I like days. Uh, I've always been a known Days aficionado. Otherwise, I could see myself taking. I mean, I've seen people play Unstoppable Slasher to good effect, but I don't know if it's what I really want to do in my slowly burgeoning. I want to say Grixis, but technically is it control deck? So we'll take the days. We'll take the days. We'll be happy with the days. I like free spells. Can't really complain. Here, I mean, we're not the upheaval deck, but we could be the upheaval deck. Uh, I mean, otherwise there's chain lightning. Chain lightning is just good. Uh, 3 damage to any target. I can't really complain. I don't know why I'm thinking about upheaval like that when I really should just be taking chain lightning. Malcolm came back, Kitsa came back, both cards that I wanted to wheel. Obviously not Mana Drain. Obviously, if Mana Drain came back, that would have been absolutely bananas. There's also Burst Lightning, which I could see myself taking, but I kind of like the Malcolm here. Um, yeah, we'll do Malcolm. We'll do Malcolm. I'll also organize my picks so that they make more sense. I realized that I have completely gone off the rails here. I'll put the Malcolm over here. They came from the pipes, or Enduring Curiosity, or I mean, I guess technically Soren, but I don't really like Soren. I mean, I like Enduring. It goes well with what we have so far. It's hard to deal with. Uh, Fire Ice is kind of what I'm thinking here. It's either that or Pentad Prism. Um, I mean, Pentad Prism is really fun. It can help accelerate out. Jace can help fix mana, but Fire Ice is just such a solid card. Um, Fine, I'll take the Treasure Cruise. Um, I mean, I want to say Master of Death is. I mean, I could justify Master of Death over Cruise, but we have a lot of cheap spells. We need more draw. We'll take the Cruise. We'll take the Cruise. I'll probably regret it later. Here we'll take either the Fiery Islet or the Pyrokinesis. I'm thinking Fiery Islet. Um, we have Interaction, Pyrokinesis. I Cards like that scare me. We'll put the Satya in the sideboard, and Thought Scour is a card that I could see myself playing. Okay, so we're okay in pack one. Okay, this is a difficult choice to make in terms of which of the two Moxes I will be taking. Um, and as much as I would like to pretend that I wouldn't take one, I would be blatantly lying to you. I guess the question is, what are we more likely to splash, a white card or a blue card, or a green card? Sorry. Um, I mean, I'm thinking of like No More Lies, the occasional board wipe. Felly, if she comes back, is one of my favorite Magic the Gathering cards. Absolutely, just a blast to play with. But I'm thinking that Mox Pearl is the pick. Maybe if we get lucky, we'll wheel. I mean, it's not going to be Orcish Bowmasters. I can only dream of wheeling something like that. But maybe we'll get the Barrowgoyf, which I am a fan of. Uh, in a wild world, I could see maybe getting back the Caustic Bronco, which I can't really justify in this deck, but I also really like. Uh, Maybe the Kaito comes back, but yeah, we'll take the Pearl. We'll take the Pearl. See, there's a card I would splash. I said what color would I splash, and then I see Flage, and I'm like, you know what? Flage is really, really, really good. It's removal. It's a game ender. It is double white to escape, which means that I have to start thinking about what I'm going to be taking. Um, my I mean, what else could I take from here? I mean, there's Gush. I do love Gush. I would write a 300-page book about Gush and Vintage Cube if I had that kind of focus, but I definitely don't. Otherwise, it's maybe the Meticulous Archive to dream about playing Flage, but we'll get fixing later. Sahili's not really what this deck is looking to do. Basalt Monolith is solid, but not really what I want to do yet. So we'll take the Flage. We'll speculatively take the Flage. And then here, I probably just take the Tundra to enable the Flage, looking at the rest of this pack. Or I take the Snapcaster. Snapcaster's such a good card. We're not really, like, super set up for Snapcaster yet. Right now we got Chain Lightning, Spell Pierce, Daze. Um, or I could just take the Tundra. I could just be a reasonable human being and take the Tundra, helps me cast Flage, lets me splash white better. Uh, and then we get Snapcaster back. Let's see. Or I could just take Oslo Pride. I mean, also Pride is also really good. Ah, see, this is hard. This is a really hard choice. I think I take the Tundra, and maybe we get back the Abrade or the third pass. Uh, I mean, I'm really just kind of all in on that Flage plan, aren't I? I mean, with Mox Pearl, I don't know. I think that's the right call. Here I like Fairy Mastermind as the pick, if not Flame Slash. I mean, Flame Slash is good, but we already have Chain Lightning. We already have Fire. We already have Flage. Fairy Mastermind is just another good two drop, especially if we play an opponent that's drawing multiple cards. Enduring Innocence. I mean, it's not for this deck, obviously, but it's a card I really like. There's a world where I consider a Porn Oculus, um, but I've just found that I already have Flage, I already have Treasure Cruise, I'm already exiling a lot of cards. Maybe that's not something I want to do, but Fairy Mastermind seems like a good choice. It flies, it draws cards, it has flash, I can keep spells up. Uh, yeah, I'll take the fairy. Here, uh, I mean, I love Frantic Search, even though this isn't the deck for it. Uh, I'm looking at Fiery Confluence potentially. Actually, uh, I know it's kind of hard on the red, but it's 6 damage to my opponent. It's Magic looks very different when you're starting at 14 than when you're starting at 20. It's also a solid board wipe. Uh, Fire Blast is okay, but I don't think I'm going to be sacrificing 2 mountains. I don't even know how many mountains I'm going to be playing. I mean, there's a world where I say Sanguine Evangelist or Sunfall, but that's not really true. We're not really set up for Kappa Cannoneer. Uh, Chainsaw is a really good card. I personally, I mean, I liked it in Duskborn Limited. Uh, haven't really played it a lot of Vintage Q, but I think I'll take the Fiery Confluence. Here, I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, it could be FOMO. Um, maybe it's kind of a tempo-y card. It gives me extra combats. If I have Delirium, which I mean, I have Flage, which is a creature. Actually, that's just a creature. It's not an enchantment creature. Good to know. Uh, I mean, I can see a world where I say FOMO. Otawara is also just a solid card. Um, Maybe I'll just take the Otawara. I don't know if that's the right pick though. I will try the Otawara. Here we've got what do we have? I mean, we have Elegant Parlor. Elegant Parlor is a solid. I love the surveil lands, especially if we can pick up a fetch that picks it up. Uh, I mean, there's Oath of Druids, which I promised one of my friends that I would eventually draft around, but this is obviously not the setup for it. I'm so sorry, bud. You know who you are. There's also Palantir. I mean, I love Palantir. This isn't a Palantir deck. Well, that's not true. Like, let's say we got Palantir on turn one. Uh, I've convinced myself this could be a Palantir deck. Here, I'll take Mystic Confluence. I should look at other cards, but I love Mystic Confluence. We've got, uh, it's a good counter spell. It bounces things when I need to. Uh, I'm not playing Shortcut. I'm not playing Flicker Wisp. Uh, exercise is too close to exercise for my taste, so that's my bad joke for the draft. Done and over with. So I think we'll take the Confluence. I like Confluence. Here, I mean, I talked a lot about which cards I wanted to come back, but Stern Scolding seems solid. Um, it's a 1 mana counterspell. I mean, Currency Converter is a really fun card, um, but I don't know if this is the deck for it so far. So we'll take the Stern. Here, I mean, there's a world where I play Blade Splicer. I say that knowing that there might not be a world where I play Blade Splicer. I mean, I'm not playing Breach. I could take the Breach and see what happens, but that's not really. That doesn't feel right. Saheeli. Uh, we'll take the Blade Splicer. We'll see. Okay, so the third path and the Galvanic Blast both came back. I mean, I have a lot of non-creature spells. I won't have a lot to do with the tokens it makes, but they're there. Uh, and we have a good amount of removal, so we'll take the third path. We'll see. Here, I mean, Chandra seems solid. It's, you know, Impulse Draw, it's Ramp, it's 4 damage. I don't know. I don't know. I could be bamboozled into Chandra. Here, I mean, I'm not playing Fire Blast. I'm gonna stop lying to myself. I'm not taking Fire Blast. It's either Sunfall or Chainsaw. Uh, let's take the Chainsaw. We'll put it in the sideboard. We'll take the Generous Plunder, and then, we might play Robber. Who am I to say no to Robber? Beginning of your upkeep, you may no. See, I'm not going to give my opponents treasures. If you know me, I don't believe in helping out my opponents unless it's going to win me the game. But it is a solid sideboard card. Here in this pack, I mean, it's a good pack. It's not really, the best pack I've ever seen, but we've got and a Johnny. Do we have red? I mean, we have red permanents. Let's see. It's do. I mean, I could see a world where I take a Johnny. Um, I mean, if I don't take a Johnny, what am I taking? Narset, Factor Fiction, Thingy Skydiver. I mean, I could take the Sacred Foundry, but like I'm looking for fetches. What I really want is a fetch. Ideally, I'm not sure which fetch I would take, but I would take most fetches. There's also Colonnade. Colonnade might come back though. I've seen a lot of people disrespect Colonnade lately, but a turn one of Johnny seems solid. I mean, I have two. I was gonna say I have two Moxes, and then I saw Counterspell, and my brain just turned off. Uh, but if it's not Counterspell here, I mean, there's Psychic Frog, but we're not really looking at black. But Psychic Frog is, I think, one of the best creatures in Vintage Crew right now. If you don't deal with it, it gets big, it draws you cards, it has evasion, so it can close out games. Um, it's so good. Uh, I mean, we have a Badlands. It is pack 3. I'm gonna take the Counterspell and be upset that I didn't take the Psychic Frog, but I want you to know that in my heart of hearts I wanted to take the Psychic Frog. Alright, so we've got. I mean, we have two Moxes, so really what we have are 6 lands. Um, which, makes things kind of. I need to think. Uh, oof. This is a hard pick for me. I like the pre-war formal wear. We have a lot of good what is it, mana value 3 or less creatures. I'm not gonna out myself as a boomer by saying CMC 3 or less, even though I want to. Uh, but Thundering Falls just, you know, fixes our mana really well. It's a surveil land. It's two of our like 3 colors, and it's the two biggest colors we have. We're only really playing white for what, 2 cards. Um, it lets us kind of stay on track. I don't know. We'll try the Thundering Falls. I like the Thundering Falls. Here, I mean, I see a Solitude. I'm thinking, is there a world where that's the pick? The answer is no, unfortunately. But I want to convince myself that it's possible. I mean, I only have 2 white cards. I don't have any way to blink it to get extra value off it. There was a world where we could have gone that way, but this isn't that world. I mean, there's the Sphinx. I like the Sphinx. You know, it's a flash 4 drop, so I could play it at the end of an opponent's turn while I'm holding up. I was gonna say Cryptic Command, but I obviously don't have that. Uh, but it's something I can play after holding up some mana. If not, I mean, there's the Brainstorm, but I don't have any fetches, so that's not really that great. There's Galvanic Discharge, but we already have Chain Lightning and Fire and Flage. So I think it's gonna be the. All right, we'll try the Sphinx. Here I'm looking at Force of Negation. I'm also looking at Magda. Um, I'm also looking at Parallax Wave. Actually, I'm saying that. I mean, it's double white. That's kind of hard to justify. Magda's really good. It ramps. Whenever you attack with it, you're gonna get a treasure. I have 1 mana spells that I could definitely play with it. Otherwise, it's Force of Negation, uh, which is again good interaction. It's free-ish on my opponent's turns, and if not, it's 3 mana, which isn't bad either. Uh, and I've already got a good number of 2 drops. So we'll take the Pact and hope the Magda comes around. Should we be so lucky here, I'm probably gonna take the Cryptic. Their Sync to Super, which I really like. To be fair, a lot of my experience with this is seeing it in Commander. I haven't really seen it that much in Vintage Cube, but it is a really fun card. It's a sort of counter spell, but it's also a land, so you can get away with playing less lands. But then there's Cryptic Command, which I know we're playing three colors, but we're really playing blue with a dabbling of white and a solid splash of red. I say looking at two double red cards in my 4-drop slot, but like Cryptic is just so good. There's also Screaming Nemesis, but I'm gonna take the Cryptic. Here, I mean, I did say it earlier. There's a world where I take the Normalize, so I can have a 2-drop counter spell with white on turn 1 if I play a Pearl. Um, there's also Jace, but we're not really a Jace deck. Winds is really good. I really like Winds as a card. Uh, there's also Spire Bluff Canal, but we've got good fixing in those two colors, and I always have mixed feelings about Spire Bluff. Um, so the question is Winds or No More Lies. I mean, we have counter spells already, so I think Winds. We'll put it in the sideboard and we'll see. Expressive Iteration is my gut reaction here. Otherwise, there's Detectives Phoenix, which I mean, it was phenomenal in Modern Horizons 3 Limited. Not super sure how good it is here in Vintage Cube. I mean, I haven't had it played against me, but I also don't play that much Vintage Cube. Iteration's just good. Just a really solid card. We'll take the Iteration. See, the Thieving Skydiver, Factor Fiction both came back. I love Factor Fiction, but we're already. I mean, we have two Moxes, or I can just take the Colonnade. I can just be nope. I'm gonna take the Colonnade. Colonnade's good. Colonnade fixes two of my colors. Uh, Colonnade's also a threat later down the line, so we'll take the Colonnade. Here, I mean, there's not. I'm not taking an Anger. I love Anger, but this is not the deck for it. Actually, I'm not sure Anger has a deck in Vintage Cube. I mean, I guess if you have Bazaar of Baghdad and you're playing like a really all-in Reanimator and you have ways to get it into your graveyard incidentally, I'll take a Phantasmal Image. I'll put it in the sideboard for now. Here, I mean, this isn't a Brain Freeze deck. I This could be a memory. It's not a Memory Jar deck. We'll just take the Mishra's Research Chest and put it in the sideboard. Um, sure, Time Spiral in the sideboard. I'm not gonna play it. I like Archangel. I also like Occult. I've had some good success with Occult. Epiphany, especially if you have a lot of cards. We'll see. I'll put it in the sideboard. Ah, man. I'll just put the Tarpon in the sideboard. I'm not gonna play the Jace. All right. Give me some time to build the deck, and I will see you in a few seconds. All right. After some thinking, this is what I've come up with. Uh, Honestly, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I should also just cut the Tundra and put in Island. I just cut white from the deck. It hurts. I just cut it. We're running 16 lands with two Moxes, which is really 18 lands, which is fine. I mean, we're playing Mystic Confluence. We're playing Treasure Cruise. I ended up cutting the Phage and the Ajani, which might be mistakes. So I'm gonna put some planes in my sideboard in case there's ever a reason to add those to the deck. I hope and dream. I do love Phage. I do love Ajani. This is what we're doing. Uh, I had to ask myself how am I winning games, and the answer is slowly, surely, with counter spells, and with a solid suite of removal and answers. Uh, I I don't know how well this will do, but let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this deck, and I will see you in round one. All right, we're here on round one. We're on the draw. Well, I'm assuming we're on the draw. Yep, we're on the draw, and we have a hand. I don't know if we can keep this. I mean, the earliest thing we need to do is turn 3 play Palantir. I mean, we do have the double red for Fiery Confluence, so our opponent is starting at 16 there, but we can do better. This deck can do better. Plus, we're on the draw, so it's basically a free mulligan. See here, it's worse. Uh, Not a single blue source, which we have plenty, um, and it's hard to justify keeping this. I mean, if we draw a single blue, we're off to the races. I'm gonna be punished, but I'll keep this. I mean, we have fire to answer an early play, I guess. No, I mean, we can do better. We can do better. I mean, we're gonna keep this, and we're gonna put back uh, two islands, and we're done. I sort of regret that, but we're here now, and we'll see what happens. Oh, okay, no Thoughtseize. We evaded a Thoughtseize on turn one. We will play an island and then just yield through this turn, yield through next turn because we are not doing anything for a hot minute. Hopefully, our opponent has just as slow a start, and let's see what they take. If I was them, what would I take? The Enduring? The Sphinx doesn't do anything. I mean, the Sphinx may do something in the future, but looking at the rest of my hand, yeah, okay, so they took the Enduring. That's what I would have taken too. Enduring Curiosity, I really should say its full name. Here, honestly, we play a mountain and we yield through this turn, and we'll draw something good. We'll draw a good card. I say knowing full well my own personal luck. I don't know why we're even pretending that we're not just going to yield. All right, hit us. I mean, there's a world where we go to war. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, they have the Fable. Uh, we don't really have anything. I was complaining a lot. I get to play third path, and maybe throw the third path in front of the uh, Tide Hollow Scholar if my opponent so chooses to swing. Next turn we'll have a Sphinx in the air. Honestly, I would probably would I trade the third path for the Shaman token? I think I would. I would definitely trade it for the Tide Hollow Scholar. Tide Hollow Scholar. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, they threw away a Triplicate Titan and a Chromox. Okay, so they're definitely on Reanimator. Good to know. We have answers to that in the form of bouncing stuff back to your hand. Um, so honestly, God of War might come in clutch here. Um, Honestly, given that, and that's what they pitched, I kind of want to block the Tide Hollow. Well, I mean, we'll see. If they reanimate this turn, then things are not looking good for us. Mind Twist. Okay. Um, sure. Sure. That's that's great. We're probably definitely blocking the Tide Hollow Scholar if it attacks. We are not blocking the Goblin Shaman token. Um, they can reanimate all they want. I'm just gonna yield through this turn because there's no reason not to. All right, last card or three cards in hand. Is one of them reanimate? You're paying costs. I don't think we've got this. We'll see what we draw. With my luck, it'll be a land. Let's see. If it's a land, I'm just gonna concede. Save myself the pain. I mean, there's a 9/9 fly. Nope, nope. Malcolm does not do it. All right, we are gonna go ahead and concede this game, and we'll see. Is there anything in the sideboard that I want to bring in? I mean, they've got good creatures, better creatures than mine, so maybe just bring in the Phantasmal Image. Um, let's see. The Winds feels like it might be good-ish, but not. Nah, no, we're not gonna do Winds. We probably bring in the Phantasmal, and I want to just cut the Fire and Ice. I always forget. Is it Fire and Ice or Fire or Ice? Who cares? Fire double slash Ice. I mean, honestly, maybe the Sphinx is the cut here. Uh, nah, nah. I mean, I could just play a 41 card special. I do love the 41 card special. I could cut a land. No. Okay. Uh, let's. I mean, this is really just because I want to copy their creatures that are probably better than my creatures. The Sphinx. Yeah, I think I. Yeah, let's cut the Sphinx. The Sphinx is expensive. All right, let's give this a shot. We will be on the play. I. Sure. No. I mean, I. If I draw a land, I'm off to the races here, which is a wild thing to say. Um, I could also draw Mox. I mean, I don't want to go back to 5 again. We'll put back. Yeah, we're really far away from Confluence. All right, so we'll play an island, and we'll yield through this turn. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have the nuts as we yield through their turn 2. I mean, should I have? I mean, it was a bad 7. Oh, okay. See, we drew a land. Is it the land I wanted? No, but we drew it. And then we're just gonna pass the turn and see what they do. We'll yield through this turn. It's fine. I'm not doing anything else. Okay, they're gonna surveil 1. Will they put something good in their graveyard? I mean, if they put something really good in their graveyard, like a Gristlebrand, I could Phantasmal Image a Gristlebrand, and then I have a Gristlebrand. Then we both have Gristlebrands, and then we both get to draw 7. Or Unite's Whisper. That's fine too. Okay, cool. So Knight's Whisper on turn. Okay, cool. I will plop down a Malcolm, and we'll go from there. My opponent has 8 cards in hand. Man, that must feel good. Must feel really good. Okay, so there's a Triplicate Titan in the graveyard too. That's horrifying. You know what? You know what? Spell Pierce is fine. I love Spell Pierce. Alright, so we're going to attack with Malcolm. We're probably just going to discard the Chain Lightning to Malcolm's trigger. Yep. Or do we discard? I mean, they're both so bad here. But with Fiery Confluence, if my opponent does something really stupid, like draws a whole bunch with Gristlebrand that they reanimate, which I'm going to try not to let them, things get a little bit better. Yeah, and the Chain Lightning just seems bad here. What are we going to Chain Lightning? All right, if they don't play a land and they play a reanimate, we Spell Pierce it. They played a land. What are you going to play? Unholy Heat. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm not going to try to Spell Pierce that. That's tragic. Honestly, I think I play Brazen Borrower. No, I can't. It's just a 3-drop, not Petty Theft is a 1-drop or 2-drop. I'm really good at Magic, as you can tell. I mean, here we upkeep tap their Elegant Parlor to deny them of white, which is not like my favorite thing in the world. That was a misplay. That was definitely a misplay. But they didn't have the reanimate earlier, so like, just felt right. Plus, I want them to reanimate. I want them to play the Gristlebrand now. Because then we have Gristlebrand's. Mind Twist for 3. Okay. Let's keep the Phantasmal Image. That's fine. Okay. We're honestly. Alright, hold on. So 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just ruse cruise here. Okay. Do we? I think we have enough. Math is for cowards. Great. Cool. Here, I mean, the Spell Pierce really isn't going to go anywhere, so we're just going to play the Mountain. Um, oh, I need to get rid of that upkeep stop. I don't need that anymore. Here, depending on what they do, we may pact or force. I mean, if you're cycling Xander's Lounge, I am a-okay with that. You live your best life, bud. All right, nothing. Okay. Uh, I mean, I kind of want to keep up the cryptic because that would be solid, but we need to pressure them at some point. Um, which makes me want to just do expressive iteration to see if we get something playable. Um, no, 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 no. We're gonna play an island. We're gonna play Pearl. We're gonna sit back and we're gonna play the control game. Hopefully, they play a spell I can counter with Cryptic to draw a card here. Um, I mean, they have what amounts to infinite mana, so it's not like I'm gonna spell Pierce. I'm not returning anything to their hand. Yeah, so we'll just draw. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Days is something else we can pitch. Okay, here I am gonna express iteration. All right, put one in my hand. I I found all the lands. Um, I guess put the mountain in hand. Put the island in the bottom. Exile the island. Play the island, and we have Cryptic up. Play a spell. Please play a spell. Play a spell I can counter. And okay, we drew another island. I found all my lands. That's fine. I don't. I mean, I guess I should. I mean, they already played the Mind Twists. All right. At this point, we've got Force up. We've got Cryptic up. I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna. When I said play a spell, I want to counter. I should have said play a good spell. Not that Voltaire and Epicure isn't a good spell. Like it's totally fine, especially in Reanimator. Uh, fine, 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 fine. I will Cryptic that and draw a card. Cast target. It's a card. Plus, we still have Force of Negation up. We still have Spell Pierce up, even though you know. Oh, we have Counter Spell up now. Great. All right, we'll draw a threat. That's fine. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. That is totally fine. Well, I probably should have played that mountain in hindsight. This is the first time I've actually ever recorded myself playing Magic, so excuse the misplays. It is a little hard. I mean, at this point, I think I flashed in the Enduring Curiosity. Two. That still leaves up. Yeah. I have a stub on my upkeep, which is kind of weird. Anyways, here. I mean, I guess I just mush with the Curiosity, see what we draw. Yeah, I'll draw my card. It's an island. I mean, I think I just play Chandra. Because that still leaves me up with Counterspell, and I still have Force in the back. Let's see, what are we going to exile? Fable Crud. I wish. No, we're not going to cast it. Alright. That's totally fine. There's a Fable that is exiled now. I will miss it, and it's totally, totally fine. Totally fine. My opponent's playing a spell. It's a recurring nightmare. So they need a creature to sacrifice. I mean, They don't have a creature, so because I can counterspell their creature. That's kind of hard, actually. I mean, I could just force it, getting rid of days. Oh man, because then I'm yeah. No, no. You can have the recurring nightmare. That's fine. See, we made the right choice there. Here, I guess we'll attack with curiosity. We'll draw a card. Okay, we'll exile the top card of our library. I'll play Jace. After all, why shouldn't I play Jace? Uh, I don't. Yeah, let's see what they've got on top. Collective Brutality. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that on the bottom. I don't want you to have that. I might regret that. I've activated both my planeswalkers. I played my land. Alright, cool. We're just going to pass. Here we've got Counterspell up. We've got Force up. We've got them dead next turn if they don't play anything. Um, yeah, no, I think I counter that. Getting rid of days. Because that lets. Okay, cool. Sweet. Control works. Control's good. Control's great. We're gonna go ahead and run it back, I guess. I mean the chain lightning just looks really bad. Uh, maybe I do want to bring back, cut the chain, bring back the Sphinx. Um, because like what I saw, I mean I saw the Tide Hollow Scholar. I'm not gonna use it on the Epicurus. I mean, I could bring in Robber for the chain. Just give me another creature that hits. Um, that I can play early in particular. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll cut that. We'll bring the Robber. Bring up our curve. Why not? You saw how many lands we drew. We're gonna draw such a good curve. Uh, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I'll play an island. Yield. We'll play an island, and we'll be okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. We're gonna play that. See, it's all coming up Millhouse. We're just gonna yield through my turn. We're not doing anything. I'm hoping I don't have to daze here. I'm hoping they just swing, use the blood token, do nothing else. But we'll see. I mean, nothing is fine with me. Okay, great. Cool. We'll play our island. We'll pass the turn. Okay. Yeah, obviously they're going to fetch. I'm assuming they're also going to use the blood token at this point. Okay. Can you only use them at sorcery speed? Doesn't say it on the card. Token. Doesn't say it on the token. Anyways. At the end of this turn, we will slam down a Malcolm. Unless they're playing something that I can daze, in which case we'll be playing a Malcolm and then dazing. I mean, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you can take the days, the Jays, the fire, the treasure cruise, and therebo I would take the days. I mean, that's the obvious thing to take. Um, well, I say obvious really strongly there. I feel like what you take is the days. There's an argument to be made. I mean, if I was in their shoes, yeah, okay, you take the days. That opens you up to reanimate things. I didn't realize they were actually. Okay, yep. You're gonna use the blood token now. I'm just gonna slam the Malcolm out of just to deal with it. It's fine. I really should have waited till they're end step technically, but I just want to yield. Or not. Okay, cool. Hopefully we draw a land? Okay, cool. We drew the land. I think what we do first is we attack with the Malcolm, because we're probably going to discard this Fiery Confluence, because... Okay, well, we drew the Mountain. I do like the Cruise. I like the Brazen Ball. I guess I discard the Island now. Ah, that's so greedy, though. That feels really greedy. Because I want to make sure I can play Jace or Enduring. Next turn. This turn I've got Petty Theft up. Is it the Cruise? I don't want it to be the Cruise. No, it's going to be the Confluence. Okay, we're going to get rid of the Confluence. We're going to play an Island. And we're going to pass. I don't want to bounce back a Vaultborn if that's what they do, but I will. What happens when I have enough? Okay, so I need 4 chorus counters on Malcolm for it to do its thing. Sacrifice a creature, return recurring nightmare to its owner's hand. Okay, so it is part of the cost, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, so it's part of the cost, so I can't bounce it, so... I mean, I guess what I could do this turn is... Petty Theft... The Epicurus, or the Epicure, not the Epicurus. So Petty Theft the Epicure. They have Recurring Nightmare. Next turn they get to play it. I don't get to get back Vaultborn Tyrant. That's fine. But they won't be able to kill the Jace that I'm going to play. Alright, I do have to play a little bit faster. I apologize. We'll start by attacking. Here, we'll probably pitch the Island as my guess. Yep, we'll draw a card. Yep, we'll pitch an Island. We'll play a Mountain, and then we just slam Jace, yeah. We'll Brainstorm. I guess I want to protect the Chandra. I also kind of want to protect the Treasure Cruise. And the Enduring. Well, no. No, okay. So let's do... At the end of the day, if I have to discard the Treasure Cruise, that's fine. So we'll do... Island, Enduring, and we'll put those on top. And then... I'll just cast the Mox. They have discard. I haven't seen any artifact removal, but they have discard. Okay. Yield through this turn, because I know what you're going to do. And I don't have an answer to it. They're going to play the Voltaren Epicure. They're going to Recurring Nightmare, the Voltaren Epicure. Get back Vaultborn Tyrant. Yep. You draw a card, gain 3 life. I mean, it's basically... It's a better Thrag Tusk. Alright. Are they going to Blood Token? No, they're going to Sculler. Okay. That's fine. You can take the Chandra or the Cruise. I'm not sure which one I would take, personally. Okay. That's a choice. Because I can just play Chandra, kill your thing. I mean, but do you have... What are you doing on my upkeep? What free spell could you possibly have? Clearly none. Alright, so... With Jace, we bounce back the Vaultborn. We swing with Malcolm. I mean, they have the blood token, so they have a pretty good little engine there. Now the question is, do I want to draw more cards, or do I just want to play the Chandra and get rid of the Tidehollow Scholar? Let's swing with just double checking right now that nothing has reach, because green cards that are big sometimes have reach, and I have been victim to hidden reach before. We'll get rid of the island that we should have known we were going to draw. We'll play the mountain. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to return Vaultborn. We'll play the Chandra. We will kill the Sculler. And then 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, not enough mana. Okay, that's fine. Next turn. Okay, so next turn we get to play the discarded card that we discard with Malcolm without paying its mana cost. Although our opponent does have 7 cards in hand, so they're not in a bad spot either. But we've got our little engine going, so do they. Here, I mean, the Epicure is in their graveyard. Season Pyromancer? Okay, that's good. That's a good card. I mean, next turn we can just play Cruise for free, I guess. We can do a lot of stuff next turn. I'm hoping they don't kill the Malcolm. Okay, so you're going to play a Recurring Nightmare. That's fine. You're going to Nightmare back what? The Titan, that's fine. We'll bounce it back with Jace. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're okay here. Ooh, we got a counterspell. Okay, that's sick. Okay, so I want to make sure I leave mana out for that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to return the Titan back to your hand. Then I'm going to attack with Malcolm. I don't think I want to play the Curiosity right now. Because he has 4 counters, right? So draw a card then. So I should be able to play the card I discard for free, right? Cast the discarded card. Yeah, cast without paying its mana cost. Draw 3. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Robber. We're going to exile the top card. We're not going to play it. And then we're going to play our land for the turn. Okay, so we got Counterspell. We don't have both, but that's fine. That is fine. Okay. I like where we're at. Here, we're going to flash in the Enduring Curiosity to block. I'm assuming they're going to attack with both to the Jace or the Chandra or attack in some weird order. Do we counter that? I should have added mana with the Chandra. That was a mistake. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Because we can save one of them. And we still have the Force of Negation up. Okay, so Chandra Jace, I assume. What do I want to save is the question. I think I want to save the Chandra. Okay, so I'll play Enduring Curiosity. We will block the Season Pyromancer. So we still have Chandra, so we still have a clock, which is part of the important function of Chandra, and we're still drawing cards of Chandra. Now we'll be drawing, I mean, depending on what they do here. I haven't seen where they're playing the Xander's Lounge for blue yet. I don't think. All right, so they're gonna try to cast what? Mind Twist. Uh, I mean, I guess it's the same functionally if I countered or not with the force. Man, I really should have added that 2 mana with Chandra. This turn would have been so different if I did that. All right, you're gonna play Kellen. That's fine because I can still hit pretty hard. Hopefully, we draw something good here. I mean, that's not something good, but it's a card here. I think. I mean, I want to just attack first. Because if they don't block, then they're dead to the Chandra, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's do the Malcolm last. So we'll draw a card. That's fine. We'll draw another card with Malcolm. We'll discard Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We'll cast it without paying its mana cost. We get a 2/2. We'll play Thundering Fall, Surveil. We'll put that in the graveyard. Then we'll plus Chandra. Honestly, do I want to play a fairy? Yeah, let's just play the fairy. And, I mean, my opponent has a lot to beat here. They have 5 cards. They have cards. But they also have a lot to beat. I did forget that one of those cards was Recurring Nightmare. But that's honestly fine. What, you get back Ballborn Tyrant? I'm still swinging in the air for a lot. Although I will draw a card if they play Ballborn Tyrant. That's fine. I'll draw my card. Okay, Cryptic is good. Cryptic is solid. Oh, Cryptic is super solid. I think Cryptic might actually win the game here because I bounce back the Tyrant. I swing. That's 6, 8, 10, 13. I mean, my the Heart of Hearts here says, please play a card that I can counter. Okay. Cast, return target permanent, counter target spell. Choose target spell, return target permanent. Woo! All right. Good match 1. All right. I'll see you back for match 2. All right. And we're back, having lost the die roll after a solid round 1 against a really fun Grixis control deck. Let's see. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to be on the draw. This isn't Khans of Tarkir. I mean, yeah, this is great. Turn 1, we play Otawara Mox. And we will either counter something solid or alternatively, oop, there we go. Cast the Mox. So we either counter something solid or we slam down a Fairy Mastermind. Next turn, we'll play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and we're off to the races. Alright, let's see what you're going to play, opponent. Okay, so assuming you're playing a 3-drop. Do I kill it? Not kill it, counter it. I think so. I think this feels like a solid spell to counter. I don't. It's not something I mean, I don't have any removal in my hand. I may have removal in the near future, but I know what I'm doing next turn. Fairy Mastermind can come down later. It's fine. Cause I'm not. Yeah. Airplane Mountain. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We get our little Shaman token, and we're good to go. Because next turn we can play the Jace. That's probably what we're gonna do. Uh, bounce whatever 4-drop they play, hit with the token, or if they don't play anything at all, which is what might happen, we'll be in a really good spot. Ooh, Sika's Chariot. Okay, that's solid. That's a solid card. Um, do I want to discard? Kind of want to discard the Thundering Falls, honestly. Yeah, let's get rid of the Thundering Falls. See, perfect. Great. Solid. Here we play our mountain. We'll swing with the Shaman token, which will get us back, which will create the treasure for us. And that gives us the 5 mana we need to play Confluence. Yeah, no, okay. So bounce to draw a card is, I think, what I want to do. Okay, cool. Yep, that's what we're doing. Alright, we'll attack with a Shaman. We'll get our treasure token. I mean, I wonder what we're waiting for. I mean, they could have a Fury, I guess, which wouldn't even be that big of a blowout. Okay, so blue, 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 5, cast, uh, return target creature to its owner's hand, draw a card. Okay, cool. Doop. Where's the other one? There. I mean, we could get absolutely. Oh, I forgot that you could. I mean, yeah, that's fine. For the Chariot. Totally fine. Kill my thing. Misplay on my part. I guess I should have waited till blockers. Okay. See, this is why playing Magic while you're also talking is really challenging. But we're fine. It's totally fine. I hope I didn't punt the game there. All right. So it's a Warhammer 40k card. Whenever or another creature with mana 4 or greater dies, create 2/1/1 green and white creature. Okay, cool. Did they blitz it in? No. It looks like they just cast it. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, so you're gonna crew that. Hit me for 4. You don't get to make a token copy, so we're fine. Hit me for 5. Okay, we're fine. Totally fine here. Yep, that's fine. Here, what we'll do is we'll hold up. I mean, we'll see what they do. We're probably gonna Brazenbower and Fairy Mastermind, or well, Petty Theft and Fairy Mastermind is my guess here. Um, let's take Goif. Goif is solid. Goif is really solid. It's a 3/4. They're gonna crew the Chariot. That's fine. All right, let's see. How are they attacking? I mean, I could play Fairy Mastermind and double block the Chariot. I mean, that seems awful. Yeah, it seems awful. You can Okay, let's start by petty thefting. And seeing what they do. Oh man, that was such a punt. I'm stuck on that. Missed the confluence. I thought I saw it, but I definitely screwed the pooch on that one. No, no, we're not gonna throw our fairy mastermind into the trash just like that. Ignoble hierarch is fine. Okay, cool. We'll play fairy mastermind now. Chandra's good. Chandra, this is a sorcery speed, right? Okay, no, it's not sorcery speed. Okay, sweet. Okay. Here, I think I play the Chandra, kill the Goyf, and then that leaves me with enough mana to make a copy of Fairy Mastermind to block the Chariot. Okay. We'll see what my opponent does here. They have the Warhammer 40k card, the Caldia, whatever. Caldia Guardian. Yeah, the planet broke before the guard, which I think is a fun reference. So they're gonna. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's bad. Oh, that's somehow even worse. Okay, cool. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, am I dead? No, I'm close to dead. Okay, so they're playing for what's cost, so they can swing with both. That's 7. That hits hard. That is a lot. I will draw a card though. I mean, I can't block, so mush, bud. Okay, so here's where Winds of Abandon might actually be a really solid card to side in. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Another island. No, I think we're dead here. We are very dead. I mean, we're not actually dead, but it's. I don't see how we come back from this. Okay, cool. Let's bring in. I think the Winds is actually solid. Early removal is good. Chainsaw seems good. Um, what do I take out? Okay, so the Fire and Ice looks kind of bad here. Uh, I didn't see a lot of non-creature spells, so that Force of Negation looks really bad. Which means we also have to bring in some planes, right? This is gonna be a pain. Hold on. Overload is double white. Okay, so I want to bring in at least 2 planes, and we caught a couple of blue cards. So, I mean, honestly, we'll bring it. We'll bring the Colonnade. We'll bring in the Tundra. We'll do 2 planes. We'll cut an island, a mountain. I mean, no, we brought in. We won't bring in that many planes. All right, cool. Here, this. I might regret this. I will probably regret this. I mean, at this point, I'm honestly even thinking the Blade Splicer's good. Blade Splicer might be better than Palantir. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 white sources. It's fine. This is fine. We'll be on the play. This is not a keep. I mean, this is a keep. We'll put back. I mean, I really don't want to put back the Chandra. Like, that would hurt. There's an argument to be made for putting back the planes. There's also an argument to be made for putting back Sphinx, really. This is hard. Let's do. No, we'll put back the planes. We'll put back the planes, and we'll start with Otawara and Mox. I mean, my opponent mulligan too, so it's not the end of the world. All right, so Otawara, Mox. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you that I have a counter spell. Like it's. I might as well write it on my face. Counter spell. Let's see what my opponent does. Okay, a forest. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like it's okay. I'm not gonna counter a Pilgrim. Well, now I regret not. Well, no, this is fine. This is fine. So we'll play both out. Depending on what my opponent plays here, I may counter. I may Sphinx. Okay, Mox. Good. Okay, so you're gonna probably play a 4-drop, which is probably gonna justify counter. Counter spell. Let's see. Let's see what 4-drop they play to ruin my life. They're actually not gonna ruin my life, but you know, I like to whine. Ooh, is it a 4? Is that a 4? Yeah, no, that's a 4 counter. I don't know why I'm acting like that's not a 4 counter. Now, if I draw a land, I was going to say if I drew a mountain, I would definitely play Chandra, but that's not going to happen here. Here, we've got Sphinx to play. Which, I'm kind of down on Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. I mean, I don't want to say I'm down. I think it's a good. I don't know if this is the deck for it, is what I want to say. It feels like the kind of card that you play in a really tempo-y, less control-y is a deck. You know, one where you're playing, you know, your Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, which I obviously have, but you know, you get my point here. Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp is fine if you're gonna clamp your Pilgrim. I'm not super happy about that, but I'm also not super upset about it. It means that you're not playing anything super scary this turn, which is good for me. That's, I mean, it's not great, but there are worse spots to be in. And I can play a good chunk of my deck. Should I draw it? Because you're going to play a 3-drop? What are you going to play for 3? Or maybe it could be a double red. Who knows? Ooh. There's the Death Greeter's Champion, which would suck. The Death Greeter's Champion would be a problem. Keen-Eyed Curator. Okay, right. Scavenging Ooze. Ish. Alright, that's a card that you've equipped. Alright, well it doesn't have haste, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play Sphinx. Hopefully draw a mountain. A mountain would be super solid here. 3 damage. I mean, I can't recast it, but I mean, all right, cool. So I'm gonna attack. I'm not. I'm not casting counterspell. I. I don't want to give you the cards, but next year you're gonna hit for so much. Yeah. Okay. Fine. You'll get a bunch of cards. It is what it is. I mean, I have a chain lightning in my graveyard to get back with the Sphinx. Okay, so they're dismembering. That's fine. Gets me closer to Treasure Cruise. Let's see, what are they paying for? Two? Three? What are they playing? At this point, I'm just yielding. It's not like I have anything to play. Nothing I'm gonna pretend to play either. Fanatic of Ronus, I'm okay with that. I am okay with Fanatic of Ronus. I am not okay with Fiery Confluence. So I have four. Okay, so yeah, we'll just yield through this turn. Drawing a mountain would be great. Drawing any land would be great, honestly. Well, no. Not drawing Celestial Colonnade. I would not like to draw Celestial Colonnade. We're dead. I don't see a way where I beat Minsk and Boo with this deck. Well, they have a Skull Clamp out. Yeah, no, this is a lost cause. Alright, cool. It's over. It's not over. I should play it out. They are at 10. I have flyers. I'm at 20. I have Fiery Confluence. If they get down to 6, I could turn this around. Okay, what are they playing for 5 mana? Death Greeter's Champion. Okay, so they're gonna give 10. Okay. So I'm gonna take 12 for. Wowie. Okay. That's a lot of damage. And I. Nope. Alright, you got it. Well, I I could have played game 1 better there. Game 2, there was. I I don't know what I could have done differently. I'll look back and think about it later. I'll see you in the next run. All right, and we're back for round 3 with. Is it kind of control tempo? I'm not totally sure what it is. And we've got an easy keep. Uh, we got Stern Scolding up in case our opponent's doing anything wild. We are on the draw. But if they're not playing anything turn 1, then we're just gonna go ahead and play an island, play our Mox, and then we'll just pass the turn. If they play something that needs to be scolded, we'll scold it. Yeah, no, I'm not really a fan of that. That can go away. And then this turn, honestly, let's just drop the Palantir. I love the Palantir. Whoop. Now we'll put those on the bottom. I'll see. Will our opponent let us have the card, or will we mill? And we milled. Hit our opponent for 4. Steel Seraph, 3/3 flyer, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we'll play the island. We'll pass. I mean, top. We'll see what our opponent does here. Did they take 6? Yeah. I mean, that's a clock. Let's see, what are they going to give it? Lifelink, so 1, 2. Whoop. We'll just bounce that back. I mean, they can replay it. I know they can replay it, but alright, we'll draw something that's not a land at some point, maybe. Should we be so lucky? Bottom. I mean, at this point, they're just gonna die to Palantir, and that's fine with me. You can't jump the silent clearing. I get to flush in Malcolm. You're not really in a good spot, opponent. I mean, it's not that I've had a great draw, but like Palantir's won this game by itself. Okay. We'll cast Malcolm. We're just gonna. Okay, cool. So white black, something or another. I mean, they played a lot of creatures, so Chainsaw feels good. I didn't play creatures that were that great. I don't feel like I need to put in the wins here. What do we cut? I mean, the Fire Confluence seems solid. I don't think they put anything that was super big out. Jace. I mean, Jace feels. We'll cut the fire out. No, that's removal. Uh, the days maybe. I didn't actually no. You know what I'm gonna cut here? Force of negation. I didn't see anything that was like super counterable by that. All right, cool. We'll give this a shot. I won that game off a turn 2 Palantir. Like I don't know what to say there. That was my opponent. My opponent made choices. I feel bad for them, but you know, if you're gonna play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Downside is they did get to see a lot of my deck that way, but I'll see y'all back at the start of at the start of the next match round. All right, and we're back. I'm assuming we're gonna be on the draw. I mean, we've got Chainsaw, we've got Days. This hand is fine. We don't have any of our power. We don't have anything super great, but we've got Days. We've got Fire. This will be fine. Best draw here. I mean, Mox. Mox Sapphire, obviously. Uh, Creatures. All right, let's see what my opponent is doing. Alright, so my opponent got started, played planes, didn't do anything else. We're just gonna play our island. Not that I really hope we're not dazing anything here. Caracas. Okay, okay. That's not as good as they think it is. At least not against me, but we draw a third path. We'll play third path. Again, we have days. I'm pretty sure I'm going to daze whatever they play because the rest of our hand is. Oh, Felia. Yeah, no. We're not gonna. You're not gonna get a Felia with a Caracas out. That is absolutely not gonna happen. All right. Well, that's Felia down. They have five cards in hand. We have our island to play again. Hope and dream is we draw Mox. If not, I hope they play something with 3 toughness. Okay, Johnny's a card. I think here I play the island, and I think it just chainsaw the Ajani. Yeah, that's fine. We got the chainsaw. Target, take out the Ajani. Oh, wait, they have a Caracas. Whoops. That feels stupid. I got so excited there. I should have waited a turn. I forgot about Caracas. I literally played it into that. That's on me. That is 100% on me. Oof. See, this is what you shouldn't talk and play Magic. You get distracted. Alright, no, that's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. They're going to play a Johnny again, I assume. If not, I mean, that's also fine. Yeah, it's Johnny again. I mean, I don't want your Johnny to flip, so I'm not going to block. Alright. Expressive iteration. I mean, I guess. I'm not a fan here, but. Alright, let's see what the top 3 are. I'll put Brazen in hand, Mounted on the bottom, Island. I'm really just not playing well here. I took a break from the last game, and I'm just not playing well right now. Or I took a break after the last match, and I'm just not. I'm tired. It's a couple of hours later. Whoops. Alright, let's see what our opponent does here. I mean, at this point, I think I just block both of them. That gives me 4 counters on Chainsaw, which is super solid, honestly. Or, no, gives me 1 counter on Chainsaw. That's fine. Let's see, what are they going to do? Make a 2-1? Alright, so they made a 2-1. Are they going to play anything else? Evolve Sleeper. Can't level it up. It's not legendary. Sanguine Evangelist. Okay. You know, things could be worse. Here. Okay, so I killed like. Yeah. Honestly, I wish I drew a land here. I think. What I'm gonna do is pass the turn and see what my opponent does. None of those are legendary creatures, so we're okay. Uh, we'll put a stop. I'm hoping what they do is they spend a black before combat. Then I can kill the sleeper and the bat, maybe? So that I could eventually Brazen Borrower and kill Yajani. We're not in a great spot here. Let's see what they do. You can do this at instant speed, right? Yeah. Okay. So I do have to wait. If they play another swamp, then my initial plan is a little bit worse. Okay. Steel Seraph. I don't like that at all, but okay. I'm gonna make a 2/1. I mean, I'm kind of glad my opponent doesn't have any red permanents. That would suck. All right. Let's go ahead and cast. Actually, ooh, cast fire. We'll do 1 and 1. Yep, fair. Hit me for 1 with a fire. I'm just gonna yield through this turn because I'm not blocking. All right, that's fine. With Thundering Falls, Surveil. Let's see what we got on top. Treasure Cruise. I don't think we're gonna get there with Treasure Cruise. Here I pass. Not my favorite, but we're not in a great spot. Let's see, what could we draw? I mean, the Steel Seraph is kind of a pain. Honestly, what I'm thinking is just firing Confluencing next turn, kill every creature. We'll see what they play. To each creature. Grief. Oh, hey, I can start scolding that. Okay, yeah, now I have to do 2 damage with Fiery Confluence. And I guess I can just do all 3 damage. There's no reason to do it differently. Alright, what are you gonna... I think I would... You do... flying, that's fair. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't attack with the Steel Seraph. Okay. Ooh, Palantir, my opponent's favorite. We're just gonna Fiery Confluence, cast all 3 modes. We're just gonna do 3 damage. Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna die anyways. All right, we're just gonna yield. Oh, yield through. All right, let's see what our opponent does here. Esper Sentinel is fine. Luminar Grassprint is fine. Cat's fine. I mean, what I hope we draw here. Okay, Island's good. I mean, I know I have a stop on yours. I think it's yours. The real debate is, do I want to play the Punt here? No, I don't. I mean, I do, but I won't. Here, I mean, I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Part of me hopes they make a cat. Uh, I, I mean, part of me hopes they put a +1/+. Well, no, because that would actually be a pain. Let's see. Where are they putting the counter? On the Sentinel? Yeah, that's fine. Put it on the Sentinel. Just with the cat? Okay, if you're attacking just with the cat, I'm not. That's fine with me. I guess they're scared of. I mean, they saw Malcolm. They saw that I had a lot of flash creatures. I mean, I may as well petty theft. I mean, one of the cats. Yeah, I'm not paying. It's fine. Draw your card. And then cast Brazen Power. How much is it to equip? 3? Ugh. Okay, well that's fine. We'll tap 3, we'll equip the Brazen Power, we'll kill a Johnny. Or they kill the Brazen Power now. Hopefully they don't. Okay. Kill the Johnny. Alright. We're okay here. We have Counterspell, we have Spell Pierce. Next turn we'll play Chandra, probably kill the Esper Sentinel. Yeah, that's fine. What are you gonna make bigger? Yeah, okay. So cool. Next turn we play Chandra, we kill the Esper Sentinel. Then honestly I hope we draw Chain Lightning. That would be phenomenal. That's fine. I take 6, 7. That's not great. So they got me on a pretty tight clock here, but I think I can. We'll see what they do. Hopefully they play something I can counter now. Uh, I mean, I'm not countering a Thraben Inspector. That I will counter. Yeah, draw your card. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I'm not happy about that, but okay. Well, uh, no, they got it. All right. This time we won't punt and give our opponent an Ajani. Uh, I mean, there's an argument to be made for bringing in Flage, or bringing in, well, not really, not Flage, but bringing in Winds of Abandon. But I like the deck as is, and I don't feel like messing with it. The only other cards that I kind of want to, no, it's fine. We're good. All right, and we're back. This time we'll be on the play. Yeah, that sounds fine. It's not my favorite hand, but it's a good hand, and I will be okay with it. We've got Stern Scolding for their inevitable one drop, because that's their deck is pretty low to the ground. Do I want to Stern Scolding Concealing Curtains? Yeah, I kind of do. Something to do with my mana. I'll yield through this turn. This turn, I think I just play the third path. It looked really solid last game. We'll see what they play this turn. I don't have anything to play for free. Ooh. So they've got a Heath. They're going to get just a Plains. Okay. Alright, well, this turn we will start by playing Iteration. Make her 1-1. Alright, we'll put. Oh, man. Fable's so good, but so is Chain Lightning. Especially in this matchup. It's actually tough. Okay, okay. We're gonna put Chain Lightning in my hand. Oh, wait, what? No, 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 no. Backwards, backwards. Okay, cool. I can undo that. Bottom Fable, Exile Mountain, play the Mountain. I mean, part of me just wants to Chain Lightning the Oni and start swinging. No, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll see what they play this turn. I should have Chain Lightning the Oni. I forgot Chain Lightning is a sorcery speed card. Swords? That's fine. I mean, if you swing, I'll block. Okay. Oh. It has Menace. Okay, cool. Good to know. Ah, man, I really should have Chain Lightning the Oni. I feel stupid now. Man, I am just not playing well this game. Or in general. That's part of the reason I'm recording, is to try to get better at this. Here, you're gonna level it up. That's fine. Ah, man. Oh. That's a good draw. Okay. Okay. I Chain Lightning the Evolved Sleeper, and I hold up Fire for whatever my opponent plays. Hopefully they play something before combat. I mean, I will just fire it off. Yeah. Okay. Grief is a solid card. You have options. I would take the Palantir, probably. Yeah. I traumatized them after the first round. Uh, I mean, Jace just feels not good to play into Grief. I feel so bad to play into Grief because I'm not. I mean, let's brainstorm. Okay. Okay. We'll put back Island and Confluence. Play not Island because I already played my land for this turn. And I mean, they just kill the Jace. I assume they kill the Jace. Yeah, they kill the Jace. Ooh, Confidant. That's a good one. And Aspirin. All right. I think we're just gonna lose here. Okay. Let's see. What do I do? What do I do? I think the answer is wait. Right, Tide Hollow Scholar. Oh, G Wilkers. Okay. All right. How do you attack with those two? Man, I just feel bad because I've punted both games that I've lost here. That it is entirely on me. Okay. Um. And I know they have Tide Hollow Scholar too, so I don't want to play into that. All right. We'll take our licks here. I'm assuming they play the Scholar. No? Okay. I will be drawing 3 cards then. Okay. Okay, Chandra's an out. And I have the Sphinx, which is really good in this situation. Okay. Okay, so what do I do here? 1, 2, Alright, we play Chandra. We kill the Grief. And then we hold up Fairy Mastermind to block whatever they however they split their counters. If they split their counters, oh, what are you playing? Path? Okay, that's fine. Yes, I will use Path's ability, and I will get another island. Mutafall? Okay, that's fine. Man, I'll flash on the Fairy Mastermind. I mean, they take the Sphinx, obviously. That's the right card to take. Because the Sphinx, I could flash it in later on. Chain Lightning, yeah. Blade Splicer, okay. Cool, so we're all in on the draw. So we're gonna split the damage up. Jelly or Aspirant? Both at Chandra. You know, I won't need the Aspirant. It's fine. We're all in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're all in. I mean, they can attack with a Tidehall's color. That would be bad. Oh, man. Okay. Am I dead? 4, 6, 10, 12. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, cool. They got it. Oh, well, that felt bad.